Hi guys, welcome to Yoga with Courtney. This class is going to be about 15 minutes long. It's going to be geared to helping you de-stress and feel more energized just after 15 minutes. So let's get started. Find your mat and come to a seated position. We want to make sure we're sitting nice and tall. The spine is long, hands to the knees. You can close your eyes here or not. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out your mouth, starting to tap into the breath. Oftentimes we go throughout our day without even thinking about the breath. And if you just take a second to pause and focus on what it feels like to really inhale deeply through the belly, belly expands. Exhale, sigh it out the mouth, letting all that negative energy go. That alone can help lower the heart rate. You can count to 4 as you inhale and 4 as you exhale. A lot of different breathing techniques. Gently open the eyes if you have them closed. And we'll start to do some seated cat-cows on an inhale. Chest pulls through. Shoulder blades are squeezing back toward each other. Exhale, rounding the spine, bringing the chin to the chest. Inhale brings you forward. Exhale brings you back. Moving with your breath. So it could be faster or slower than me. And this class is geared toward any level. I'm actually 23 weeks pregnant and am able to do it. So whether you're pregnant or not, athlete, or just getting into yoga, super tight, whatever the case may be, you should be able to do all of this. You should feel good, listen to your body. Good, coming back to neutral. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, place that right hand down outside the right hip. Left arm goes up and over. Keeping the chest lifted toward the ceiling. A few different options here. If you want to go deeper, walk the hand out or drop down to the forearm. However, making sure that left sit bone is still on your mat. If it's not, press back up into the palm. Still focusing on our breath. Feeling the stretch in the left side body. Inhale brings you up. Exhale, relax. Next, inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, left hand down. And going as far as you did on the other side, trying to keep the sides equal here. You may notice one side is tighter than the other. That's okay. We're just going to breathe through any kind of tightness. Now we're working on bettering ourselves here. Inhale brings you up. Exhale, relax. Let's make our way to tabletop, hands and knees. Shoulders stacked right over the wrists. Gonna do regular cat-cows here. On an inhale, belly drops, gaze comes up, tailbone lifts. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin goes toward the chest. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale, round the spine. Doing this with your own breath. Keeping the arms straight. You can start to get into it however you would like. Maybe moving the hips side to side. That feels good. Or you can circle the hips over the heels. Maybe both directions. Whatever you need today. Good, let's press back into child's pose. So toes are together, the big toes together, knees wide. Extend the arms out in front of you, forehead comes down to the mat. Taking good breaths here, feeling the belly rise in between the thighs. On your next inhale, coming up to tabletop, let's tuck the toes. Coming into toe stretch, so this can be intense. Start to bring the hips back over the heels. You can stay like this on your mat if this is really intense for your feet. Otherwise, go ahead and bring the hands to your lap. Making sure all the toes are untucked. Sometimes you have to go in and get those little baby toes. And then start to shift the weight to the right and left a little bit, making sure that we're distributing the weight evenly throughout the foot. You can add some wrist circles here if you'd like. Coming forward, tap the tops of the feet out. Let's tuck the toes, send the hips high, downward facing dog. All right, this is where we really get into it here. Let's bend one leg and then the other. You'll feel the stretch in the calf, the hamstrings, wherever you're tight. My ankles always crack when I do this. Feels pretty good. We're gonna check our form by coming into plank for just a moment, shifting forward. Even I have to walk my hands out just a bit. Trying to get the shoulders over the wrists, and then from here, from your plank, without moving the hands or feet, we're gonna press back to down dog. And really that's where you should be in your down dog. That's a great way to check it. If you wanna scoot the feet a little bit forward, feel free to do that. Heels don't have to be touching the mat. Don't worry about that. Pressing the ground away firmly, lifting the armpits, getting long in the spine. Bend the knees, send the hips high, and straighten the legs. Deep, good breathing here. Let's tiptoe the feet up toward the hands, coming into forward fold. First one of class, you can bend the knees. Start to sway, grabbing the elbows back and forth. Let the neck hang heavy here. This should feel good. Plant the hands, bring the feet so they're directly under your hips. On an inhale, we're gonna lift halfway, hands come to the shins or the knees. Exhale, forward fold. On an inhale, our arms are gonna sweep us all the way up. Little back bend here, lifting the heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep you up. Let's grab a hold of that left wrist and then lean over to the right. Inhale up, back to center. Grab the other wrist. Exhale, lean over to the left. Inhale, back to center. Cactus the arms. Exhale, lifting the heart, little back bend. Inhale, arms come up by the ears. Exhale, bring the hands down. Interlace the hands behind the back. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, folding forward. You can put a bend in the knees. Hands overhead, neck relaxed. Oh yeah, feeling that stretch in the upper back, the shoulders, and the hamstrings. Breathing here. Release the hands. Let's step the feet back to down dog. Take 2 or 3 really good inhales through the nose and sighing out the mouth. On your next inhale, lift that right leg high. Exhale, step it through in between the hands. Runner's lunge is where we're at. Go ahead and bend and straighten the front leg. Keep the knee bent. Inhale, arms sweep up. Crescent Warrior. So we're high on the ball of the back foot. The back leg is straight and engaged. Front knee is bent, stacked over the ankle, arms up by the ears. Thighs pulling in toward each other to help us balance. Reaching for the ceiling. Good. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back to down dog. Take your 2 to 3 good breaths. Next, inhale, lift that left leg high. Exhale, runner's lunge. Bending and straightening into the front leg once or twice. Inhale, Crescent Warrior. High in the ball of the back foot. Breathing here. We're getting stronger in this pose while also balancing. Exhale, hands to the mat, step it back, down dog, and let's lower it to child's pose. Slowing the heart rate, slowing the breath. Inhale, coming in to tabletop. And then just working our way to our backs. Coming all the way down. Bend the knees. Let's windshield wiper the legs to the right and left a couple of times. And final pose before Shavasana is happy baby pose. So bend the knees, reach around for the edges of the feet. Trying to keep the tailbone on the mat. Happy baby, ankles stacked over the knees. We're gently pulling the knees closer to the mat. Keeping the low back on the mat. You can straighten one leg and the other if you would like. And finally, dropping down into Shavasana. This is relaxation pose, where it allows you to fully benefit from your practice. Feel free to stay here for however long that you would like, but that wraps up this class with me. That was just a little over 15 minutes. And you can already just tell the difference, feels so much better, more awake, more energized, and a little bit looser. Thanks for joining me. Namaste.